Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor? Yes, take a shot.
Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor? Do I get to explain the answer?
Or you could just take a shot, either or.
I mean, look, this goes into what I said earlier with the conversation of GOATs, right? Like, one doesn't take away from the other, right? You're not going to tell me that Richard is better than Eddie or Eddie is better than Richard. You can't do that because they're both fucking great.
Sounds like a shot to me.
No. I'm going to give you a good answer. But I'm going to put Richard before Eddie.
Because he came before Eddie.
Not just because he came before Eddie.
Right.
Not just because he...
Jesus Christ, man.
Not because he started before Eddie.
But you did in a weird way.
Richard was ahead of his time.
Yes, he was.
And Richard being ahead of his time, Richard made the world of that raunchy comedy with truth.
Yep.
He made it normal, right? Like Richard talking about being on cocaine, Richard talking about like his true self, and getting to that raw place of honesty. You know, my grandmother was a hoe. All that shit there, like, you know. It wasn't
raised in the
making it mainstream. Making it mainstream too. That's the thing. That's the thing. Right.
He did it in a way to where people laughed and normalized hearing that. So for that, I'm going to say Richard.
I respect that.
Because Eddie came up raw after.
Eddie would say Richard.
Eddie, of course he would.
Right.
Of course he would.
Okay. Chris Rock or Martin Lawrence?
Chris Rock or Martin Lawrence?
Just take a shot.
Nah, man, I'm a fucking answer. These aren't bad answers, and if I don't have to drink anymore, I'm gonna try my best to not do
it. We got a recovery drink for you.
Fuck, man. Okay. Martin is so dope because Martin is responsible. I'm going to have to say Martin. Here's why. Martin is responsible for the careers of so many that were able to go on and be headliners and make real money after Def Jam, right? This is not a talent answer, in my opinion. I'm putting Martin above Chris because Martin shifted the culture in comedy.
Yes,
if Martin hugged you after Def Jam, if Martin put his arm around you after Def Jam, if Martin called you back out after Def Jam, opportunities came to that person because of that. If Martin said, that motherfucker was funny, y'all stop playing and give it up, one of the baddest, like if he said that, and Martin verbalized that, it's along the same lines of Jimmy Carson back in the day. They said if Jimmy told you to sit on the couch, oh my God.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson, I'm sorry. If Johnny Carson told you to sit on...
I was mad confused.
Yeah, Johnny.
But he was called Jimmy back
I was like, who the fuck is Jimmy?
They said if Johnny invited a comic to the couch,
that changed everything.
It was huge.
For that yeah. That made
Martin
careers,
Lawrence and Def Jam
did that.
And that wave, Def Jam was too big for comedy. Martin was too big to comedy. And I don't feel like he gets talked about enough. I don't feel like people fucking understand how great Martin Lawrence is and was. So I put him above Chris simply because of that. You know, on a comic basis,
like how many careers might have been made by that?
Yeah, on a comedy basis, and we're talking about something different where it would shift to Chris. But if we're going about who I would put, I'm going culture shifting, his world and what he represented for comedy in his prime, Martin Lawrence, for sure.
We respect that. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z or Nas? I mean, look, I'm going to answer these questions.
Take a shot.
You can't, no, I'm not taking a shot if I don't have to fucking take a shot, because there's no disrespect to the other artists. These are logical answers. I'm still in the clear thinking space, and you know why? You know why I'm in a clear thinking space? Because Gran Cormino is not a tequila that puts you in a bad place, right? Gran Cormino.
You ain't gotta take a shot.
No, Gran Cormino is a tequila where you can have all your faculties and enjoy yourself, right?
Shit.
Otherwise known as
you can still be
Nino
smart.
Lino.
You can still be smart.
Well, you're smart regardless, because people should not refer to themselves as dumb. Yeah, I'm in a good space. All right, okay. All right. I'm going to say Hove for Hove simply because it's bigger than rap, and even now with it being bigger than rap and realizing all of these done and all, like, his levels of success. Like he's still, oh my God, he's still figuring out ways to do shit, fucking recreate himself in business, this, that. He's still rapping
at
the high level.
At that level, right.
Maybe the highest.
Not that Nas isn't, by the way.
Right.
Nas' last album was fucking amazing. Let's give Nas his flowers. Let's make sure we make this very clear. Nas is Nas. Mm-hmm. But you cannot fucking shy away from what Hove is now still releasing. Mm-hmm. Hove is rapping as if he's in his fucking prime at this level. So, I'm never going to fucking go against the grain. I mean, any rap conversation that doesn't involve Hove isn't a real rap conversation. Like he's the definition of rap. Right. Point blank. That's what I'll say.
And I love the story of you jumping on the jet and not chipping in.
Oh, when I made him pay for the jet.
Yeah.
Made him pay for the jet.
Yeah. I was going to fly on a plane myself.
What you
I
said?
called him. He's like, yo, you going to the game? I said, yeah. You going? He said, yeah. I said, what time you going? He said, 12. I said, I was going to 2. I'm just going to fly with you. He's like, yeah, all right, cool. All right, but I'm not paying. He's like, I didn't ask you to. I'm just making it clear, I'm not. We just went. A great guy. That's my brother and mentor.
Okay, here I don't know where you're gonna go with this one. Tupac or DMX? This feels like
a shot.
Feels like you should endorse your product right now.
Yeah, we should drink a shot.
And it's already poured.
I know that. I'm just trying to think of this.
There's no way out of this one.
This is one where I'm going to have to take a shot.
Okay.
I'm going to have to take a shot on this one.
Can we make some noise with him taking a shot? Shabazz the OG. Always good to see you, Shabazz the OG.
Yeah. Fuck, that's a tough one.
Yeah. Ooh, let me leave yours over there. Okay. You ready for the next one?
Yep.
Ooh, Yaga.
Yaga?
Okay. Mark Wahlberg or The Rock?
You sound like a shot already, man.
I love it.
I mean, look, I don't know what does that mean? Are you saying
This is what we got him.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what does that mean? Like,
it's whatever it means to you. Whatever it means to you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, are you talking like...
Just take a shot,
no,
man.
we're not talking about whatever in your mind.
Yeah, it's okay. We're going to do little ones. Look at that. That's a little one.
Yeah, it's a little
wait a
one.
minute, I didn't take it. Just give me a second.
Okay, all right.
Let's take a quick shot for this one.
Here's what I'm going to say. No, I don't have to right now.
Okay.
I'm going to say, first of all, both of my brothers. Like, this is like...
Yeah. Let's go on, take a shot.
It's both of your shot.
It's getting there. I feel my face start. I feel my face starting to change. This is where it comes right now. I can feel it. Go ahead.
By the way, great. Okay, now this one.
By the way, great.
No, it's great. You know I love it. We haven't filmed Drink Champs in a minute. So
we haven't, bro.
We haven't. We've been living off of old episodes. So we are glad to come out of retirement for you.
You about to get something good in a minute.
Okay.
It's about to make that turn.
Yeah, about to make that turn. Go ahead. Let me tell you another fucking thing.
Okay. In light of Philadelphia, Meek Mill or Freeway?
I think both amazing, but I'll say Meek. Free's my guy too, but Meek has done a lot more from just from a album perspective. Album.
Okay.
I said album.
I heard a G in there somewhere.
I
heard a G in there somewhere.
I'm not flubbing yet.
His album was good too.
Once I start flubbing, I'll leave. I'll fucking leave.
What you say?
I'll go Meek there.
Okay.
No shots to Free. Free's still an amazing artist, but I'll say Meek.
Okay. Coming to America or Harlem Nights?
Harlem Nights. Fast.
Because I heard you was gonna remake Harlem Nights.
I wanted to for a long time. Eddie is
Eddie ain't fucking with you?
Eddie didn't like, to be honest with you, Eddie didn't. He liked my idea, but he was like, I'm not. He's like, me being, because my idea was like, they have kids.
Who,
my
Eddie
idea was
got
like,
kids?
my idea was like those guys
from Harlem Nights
had kids, and it's the younger generation And that generation is now.
So what
in
do you
Harlem.
think he wasn't fucking with?
It was an age. He was like, how am I going to play that age difference?
Because he think he's still young.
No, I mean, when I pitched the rough idea and concept, it was, but it would be harder to pull off. It's basically like, look, it's the idea of moving and navigating in a generation of, let's just say like 5-6 years ago, right? And still doing the work that they were doing. That business that is mafia-like business,
right.
but based off of what I knew my dad did. But the sons of those people. And the only reason why I want to do something like that is because I just want something that can get
all the communities together.
I want to get us all
which was special
together.
about that